Let's have brief introduction. So in the chat box, you can put in your name and your business name. And then if you don't mind, you can raise your hands. Of course, you'll be allowed to speak. Just briefly introduce yourself, your business, what you do, and why you're excited about this program. Let's do that for the next 10 minutes while we wait for others to join in. Okay, I can see a chat already. Okay, lots of people are joining in already. Please kindly signify if you'd like to speak, introduce yourself. Let's get to meet each other. This is supposed to be a fun session. It's not a... Okay, yes, I can see a hand up already. Aisha, let me allow you to speak. Yes, please, Aisha.
Yes, hello everyone. My name is Aisha Oluwatosin. I'm glad to be here. I'm a fashion entrepreneur. I work in the fashion space. We produce embellishments for artisans in the fashion space, and I'm really glad to be here. I was going to be a great learning experience. I'm ready to learn and unlearn. I'm ready to meet people, to network, and to make the best out of this program. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Aisha. It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you. We have Kende's hand up. Hi, Kende. Kindly unmute and speak. Hello, Kende. Can you hear me? You can unmute now to speak.
Hello, good morning. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yes, please go ahead, Kende. We can.
Yeah, I'm Kende Oyenegmi. I am the founder and CEO of Kende Farms Nigeria Limited. At Kende Farms, we buy healthy cows and we sell for social functions. I'm a female in the male-dominated industry. And you know that when you hear about cow, if woman into the cattle industry, it's been quite challenging. And I'm glad I'm doing what I love to do because I got involved into the cattle business because first of the passion I have for livestock and nature. It's been a fantastic experience for me. And I'm very glad and happy for being part of this Revup Women program. And what I expect from this program is, well, I love to scale, I love to grow, and in-depth information where I can get ideas, where I can network, and of course, grant opportunity to grow and scale my business. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kende, and we really love what you're doing. I think I read about your business on the WhatsApp group. So yes, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you too. So anyone, let me see from the chats if we have any introductions. Okay, we have someone that says, hi everyone, I'm Mupe Lola. Okay, CEO Lihon Royal Limited, e-commerce company that's focused on making the heart or the home by encouraging healthy cooking and living. Wow, that's nice. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Okay, I can see lots of it coming in, but I can see a hand up. So let's take the hand before we go through the chats. Angolika. Okay, you can unmute now.
Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to be here. I'm Anwulika Konjo. I'm the CEO and founder of Ijeruka, which is a edtech startup, Pan-African digital learning community that lets people learn from visionary African and Afro-diasporic minds. I'm just very excited to be part of this community and this program. Especially I can relate to Kende in being in a sort of male-dominated space as well. So yeah, this is very exciting.
Yeah, thank you so much, Angelica. We know, right, how it feels being in a male-dominated industry. We're glad to see that women are not taking the backbench anymore. So it's a good thing. Thank you so much. So let's, while we wait for other hands and other introductions, and also for others to join in, let's briefly take those in the chats, because I can see lots of messages coming in, and I'm trying not to skip anyone. Let me see. Whoa, there's been a lot in just 4 minutes. Oh, wow. We have very serious businesses here. Okay, I can see Yetunde Adebite, Jadrella Food Processing and Packaging Company. Oh, nice to meet you. I can see one name, sorry. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I can see one, the founder of the Talent Pipeline Company. Hi, Wani, nice to meet you. Nice to have you here. Olapeju Wanganka. Okay, the cloud source page accounting bookkeeping firm for SMEs. Wow, this is nice. Good to have you. Okay, Miriam Adebusola Adeola, the Chief Operating Officer of Explore Africa, with the Moria, a brand that seeks to provide a networking platform for African youth through events, stores, and social impact projects. Wow. Okay, you look forward to learning networking, sharing your knowledge. We look forward to listening to you too. Thank you. So I can see some hands up. Please kindly put on your video also if you want to speak. Helen, Joseph, you can unmute and put on your video, please, if you don't mind. Thank you. You can unmute now, please, Helen Joseph.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It's nice to be with you. My name is Helen Joseph. I am the CEO and founder of VRL Plus Medical Services, and I have a subsidiary. Procedure which is Helen Scrub. Scrubs are apparel worn by medical personnel, especially those who are in the operating room. And the essence of wearing scrub is to prevent infection so that it serves as barrier between caregiver and other people when they come in contact with body fluid or other things that can contaminate them. So my passion for making this scrub is to provide something that is comfortable, that is affordable, and that is cost effective, and that is durable. And since the mainstream of any health facility is to prevent infection, I want to support in preventing infection. And knowing that health industry is one of the fastest and growing industry in the world, I'm sure that if I can leverage on the numbers of people in healthcare facilities, I should be able to support infection control through the apparel that are worn by these medical personnel. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's beautiful work you're doing. Thank you so much, Helen. So it's a privilege having you here. Okay, so I know we have lots of introductions. Thank you everyone for cooperating and sending in details about yourself and your business. But right now it's 12:10 and we can get into the business of the day. But please, you can keep it coming in. It's a good start for all of us. Thank you. So like I said earlier, welcome everyone to the induction ceremony of the Revup Women program. My name is Okoronko Paradise, and this is for those that were not here earlier. I'm the programs manager at the Next Innovation Technology Hub. The Revup Women Initiative by AfriLabs is an enterprise development program that is aimed at enabling women-led businesses in Africa. And the Next Innovation Technology Hub is the implementing partner for the Lagos cohorts. This cohort is funded by the AfriLabs, the Visa Foundation, sorry. And to give us more insight into it, we have a guest speaker, from AfriLabs, we have Ms. Fumi Kolkrick. She's the Senior Programs Officer at AfriLabs to take us through what the work at AfriLabs is, why we have this program, and the expectations generally. Ms. Fumi, please, you have our attention. We're glad to have you here. Sorry.
Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm so excited to be here. I'm trying to turn on my camera, but for some reason, it's not working. But I think that's from my end. But I'm really, really excited to be here. If I can just share my screen, if you don't mind. But I'm just reading through, the different business ideas that women have come up with. Someone is talking about postpartum support. The other lady spoke about, scrubs. I can see people in different sectors, agri-tech, fintech, and it's really, really exciting to see what women are doing, not just here in Lagos, but across the continent. Looking at the different businesses that we saw that applied, to attend, to be a part of the training, and looking at the sectors that women are even, delving into is just amazing. She said, like Paradise said, the Revup Women Program is an enterprise support development program that was designed specifically for early stage women-led businesses, right? And what we found out in the last 3 years is that, first of all, women are underrepresented, even as business owners, right? So you see the startups that are being funded, even the last, in 2022, $4 billion, right, was disbursed to startups and businesses across the continent. Only 4% of that went to women, right? That's a very gross underrepresentation of women. And so we also saw that, women as men, when you join programs like this, or if you've ever been in a program like this and you see that you're paired with a mentor, you'd most likely find out that the mentor is a guy, right? Or is a man. Now, do men really understand the challenges that women face? No. Do men really understand what it takes for a woman to go through an investment readiness program and still at the end of the day not get funds for her business? No. I mean, they may say that they know, but in reality, they don't face the challenges that we face. If I get pregnant today, as a business owner, I'm the sole proprietor of my company or my business. Today I'm pregnant and I don't have a structure in place, to ensure that my business continues even while I'm on maternity leave, even while, I'm in the hospital getting ready to give birth. What is that like? Only women who have gone through this process can really understand. And so what we're looking to do with the Revup is to create a tailor-made support for women across Africa, right? And so what this program is going to help you do is to structure your business in such a way that when these challenges come up for you, as a business owner, you're able to, walk through them. You're able to create a sustainable plan for your business. You're able to factor in the challenges that you go through.
Sorry. Hello, Fumi. So sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to let you know you can share your screen now and also your video.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So sorry.
Okay, give me a second. I think the video is a challenge from my laptop, but I'm trying to rectify that by joining on my phone. But let me just share my screen very quickly.
Okay then.
Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, please, we can.
Okay, perfect.
We can.
Okay. Yeah. So I was saying, right, that what we plan to do with the program is to ensure that women have the support that they need to be able to build successful structures across the different phases. So if you're going through a training, the training is going to incorporate, for example, if you're going through a training as maybe a business model, right? We're going to incorporate into that training the basic things that you need to do to be able to work around your life as a woman, right? Even in setting up the structures. We want to ensure that growth at the end of the day, right, there's gender equality, there's inclusive economic growth, there's mentorship, specifically mentorship for women. And so the people that you're going to be speaking to as mentors are those people, are those women that have been successful and that understand what it means to run a business, get funding for the business in Lagos and even in Africa as a whole. So if you want to scale up your business as a woman and you need finance, what are the specific things that you need to do? What corners do you need to enter? What specifically are those steps that you need to take to be able to scale your business across Nigeria, across the different states in Nigeria, and even across the continent. One of the things specifically, right, that AfriLabs does, AfriLabs is a network of innovators across 400 400 innovation hubs across 52 African countries. We're founded in 2011 to build a community, right, around stakeholders in Africa, including innovators, innovation hubs, funders, entrepreneurs, academia, right, and specifically startups and other businesses across Africa, right? And our role is to ensure that you have the support, businesses have the support, innovation hubs have the support that they need to be able to scale startups, businesses within their different communities, right? And so we thought about this while designing the Revup Women Initiative. The goal of the project, or rather the initiative as a whole, is to make sure that by 2026, we have 50,000 women-led businesses supported across across all 54 African countries. We have 152 jobs created by women, both directly and indirectly, and that there's a $10 million worth of funding that is awarded specifically to women. And then we create national mentor networks for women entrepreneurs across all 54 African countries, and that there's $100 million in funding that is accessed through investors rather. For this specific cohort, over the next couple of months, we want to train 500 women-led businesses, which is 50 in each city, in each pilot city, Lagos being one of them. We want to award $100,000 across, also the 10 cities to women, which means $10,000 is going to go to a business in Lagos. We also want to have 2,000 jobs created by women, which means in both direct again and indirect businesses, and also 5 national mentor networks created for female entrepreneurs, which means that there'll be a national mentor network of successful women in Nigeria that will be created and that you can tap into, right? For this cohort is funded by Visa Foundation. And so far, the cities that we're having this program or this initiative is Lagos and Abuja for Nigeria, Isumu and Nairobi. For Cameroon, we have Douala and Yaoundé. For Kinshasa, for DRC, we have Kinshasa and Lubumbashi. And for South Africa, we have Johannesburg and Cape Town. What this also means for you is that you as a business owner in Lagos is that you even also have access to a wider network of entrepreneurs. So I saw a lady said she has a fintech business, right, for a savings platform for women. If you have a savings platform for women in Nigeria, right, you can grow to the point where you want to scale your business across any of the cities, and you have access to entrepreneurs that are doing the same thing or that can work with you to even scale your business to these different cities. So it gives you a network of people within your peers, right? People who are doing the same thing, people who you can build on, network with, collaborate with, and even within yourselves, right? What are you doing what is your fellow participant doing that you can tap into your business? There's room for collaboration, there's room for learning, there's room for peer-to-peer growth. And in the long run, we hope to build bridge the gender gap. There's a very huge gap, in the ecosystem and the tech ecosystem. And even in the next, you hear that there are a lot of gender programs, Even with the number of gender programs that we're having, I can assure you that within the next 10 years, that gap will it's not even close to half of being closed, right? We also hope to have more successful and more investment-ready women-led businesses in Africa. We also want to be able to create inclusive growth in the economy and to strengthen the African ecosystem as a whole. Over the next couple of weeks, you'll be going through venture clinics, which is high training sessions, right, based on topics from our framework. You'll be paired with female mentors who are able to address whatever challenges that you're having in your business. You'll be able to work with the hubs to see how you can get additional funding for your businesses. I would also work with the hubs to monitor your progress. What are the things that you've learned? How are you able to implement it in your business, right? If you learn something on financial management, what is that extra support that you need to be able to implement those things, right? And just receiving that, feedback from the host so that they can guide you and hold you, through the entire process. And I know I've been talking for so long, but in essence, what we want you to do is to take advantage of the opportunity, right? Don't miss your classes. Don't miss any sessions that have been fixed for you. Participate effectively. If you have questions, ask those questions, because the women that are coming to mentor you and to facilitate are experienced in these things. We want you to be able to tap from that wealth of knowledge. We want women to be able to support each other to grow their businesses. There's a saying that if you empower a woman, you empower a home, right? So we want to make sure that that business grows and that you actually get the funding that you need, to be able to bridge that gap. AfriLabs itself as an organization is 60% women. Our executive director is a woman. Our directors are women. And these are people who are doing interesting and impactful work across the continent. And that's what we want to see going forward. So I really encourage everyone to take advantage of the program and give it their best. Also, noting that there's a grand prize at the end of the session, which is $10,000 for a business that pitches and has all their documents and all their metrics in place. So thank you so much again to Paradise of the Nest Hub for having me. I'm really excited to see the outcome of the program and just even look at what the women are doing on a larger scale. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fumi. It's always a pleasure having you, and thank you for making out time from your busy schedule to give us insight into this program and a thorough overview of it. We really appreciate this. Thank you. Okay, so I can see participants also thanking you to the chat box, so I'm sure they thoroughly enjoy that. At this point, we'll be sharing the training schedule. Let me see. Okay, let me try to share the brochure. I'm trying to share the brochure. Okay, so hi everyone. Can you see my screen? Okay, I just need to feedback. Let me see. Okay, so I'm sharing the brochure right now. And the brochure. Yes, I'm sure it's clear now. So this is the brochure for the Revup Women program. What to expect. Fumi has explained most of the program, what to expect. This is just an overview. For Lagos, we'll be having 50 participants. And like she mentioned, we're having access to high quality female mentors across Africa. One business owner will be selected to be funded with $10,000 following the Catalytic Africa guidelines. Get access to other funding opportunities as we are in talks with other angel investors, and you'll also get access to the AfriLabs network and high quality facilitators. So here, the first session starts on Friday, this Friday, by 11 to 12:30. We're discussing empowering entrepreneurs, breaking social cultural barriers. So like Fumi mentioned, we're trying to make the training, the curriculum, everything as female-centric as possible. So there is no room for gender bias or discrimination. And that is why this topic is very important to take us through the cultural barriers and how women can overcome them. And then on Tuesday, that's next week, we'll be going through empowering entrepreneurs through mentorship. That's basically on the power of mentorship, and then product development and operations management as a business owner on Thursday. So basically you will be having virtual sessions on Friday, Tuesday, Thursday. And then for the following week, we'll be having 2 virtual sessions and 1 physical session. So basically the curriculum is broken into 4 weeks and a day. So starting on Friday, we'll have virtual sessions, but from next September 7th, we'll be having physical sessions on Thursdays. So we have 3 physical sessions from September 7th. And this is because, one, the businesses need to meet each other for networking, to learn from our experiences, to carry on group projects, interactions, and to make it as engaging as possible. And even the virtual sessions will be as engaging as possible. And then we also have mentorship. So the mentorship will be starting next week, where basically this is not where you're being taught, as a business owner, you have to do this or that. No, it's a case where you have a seasoned entrepreneur that has been there, done it, and has succeeded. And then you can discuss with your mentor, even on a personal level, on the challenges you're having as a business, on how you want to scale, on your needs. And that is why at the beginning of this program, we sent you a survey form taking into account your needs as a business, which is what we're sharing with the mentors so that they can actually provide assistance tailored towards the needs that were identified by some of you that have filled the form already. So basically, that's the purpose the mentorship session is supposed to serve. So you feel free to discuss with your mentor on whatever issues you're having with your business or whatever assistance you need. Just to quickly run us through this. So the next Thursday after that, September 14th, like I mentioned, we'll be having a physical session here at the Nest Hub. Details will be sent on that on the WhatsApp group. I want to believe everyone here is also on the WhatsApp group. And then the classes will be concluding on Friday, 22nd September, where we'll have the final mentorship. And for the mentorship here, we are grouping businesses into 5. each group would have 10 businesses to a mentor. So you can also collaborate with other businesses that are part of your mentorship group. And we did it this way to further encourage collaboration, interaction, and exchange of experiences and ideas. Like we mentioned, this has to be as inclusive, female-centric, and interactive as possible. And then on the 26th of September, we have the pre-demo day. And then on Tuesday and Wednesday, because we have 50 businesses, so we're spreading it in 2 days, of which on Friday, 29th September, we'll be having the final demo day where the winning business would be given the $10,000 grant by Catalytic Africa following their framework. And then we'll also have other angel investors who are interested in funding these other businesses come around. We'll be having investors, we're having VC firms, and all of them come around to also listen to your pitch and fund the businesses that they are interested in. And so this is the brief summary of the curriculum and what will be happening during the course of this program. So we'll be together in this for the next 5 weeks. I'm really excited to go through this journey with you and to see how we actually end this, the winning businesses and the other businesses that will get funded. So at this point, I'll stop sharing my screen. And I believe some others will have questions, so we can take questions now. If you have any, we're also trying to make this induction as brief as possible, taking into consideration the fact that we have business owners and you have other things to attend to. You can see so many new messages. Okay, let me see where. Okay, yes. Okay, so Miriam asked, the pre-demo day and demo days are physical. The pre-demo day will be virtual, but the demo day itself on the 29th will be physical. Yes, we'll send proper invites and all of that. Yeah, it will be physical. The second question, okay, I wish you all the very best. Thank you. I can't see the other. I'm trying to go down to see other questions. Okay, let me see. Okay, what happens to those outside Lagos? Is it possible to be done continuously? Flight tickets are very costly now, plus considering accommodation. Okay, you need to send us a DM on this because technically we are supposed to have only people in Lagos here, but just send a DM and we'll try to resolve that. Try to resolve that, please. If you actually want to speak, you can raise your hands and of course we'll unmute you, we'll allow you to speak. Just in case you don't want to use the chat, you can just raise your hand and then we'll allow you to speak. And someone said, if you're unable to make the physical sessions, have a traveling conflict, will this impact us negatively? Well, we'll have to discuss that later on and to see what the impact will be and how we can help to make it possible for you to actually attend the physical session. So yes, you can raise that with us later on after this induction. Does anyone want to speak? Do we have any hands up? Questions? This is where we take questions on the program. And let me see. Okay, I can see Solar Johnson. Okay, you can unmute now, please. And please put on your video if it's possible.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Solar Johnson. And my question is, what's the time for the last session is 22nd of September. You didn't put a time for those events for the last week, for the events of the last week. So session 1, 2, 3 for the last week in September, you didn't put a time to it. Is it 10 to 12? Is it 1 to 2? There are no timeline to that.
Oh, so sorry about that. That must have been an oversight. It's going to be 11 to 12:30. The virtual sessions are supposed to be an hour 30 minutes, while the physical sessions are 2 hours. So yeah, that would be edited and sent back to you. Thank you for that, for noticing that and bringing it to our notice. We'll adjust that. Thank you. Any other hands? Any other questions or comments? So if you don't have questions, any comments, anything, any suggestions on what you think? Yeah, we can take that now. Okay, so I can see a question. Can the physical sessions be attended by female staff members representing the business? So we want to believe that for each business taking part in this program, there is a female representative. So yes, that representative can attend the demo day, the physical sessions, if that's what your question is. What happens to others who did not get the funding? Is it just for one business owner? So the $10,000, yes, is for just one business. But then I mentioned that we are bringing in angel investors and other investment partners, VC firms, for the demo day. We've started engaging them right from the inception of the program, and we started exposing the businesses already to them, and we see that they're getting interested. So eventually, towards the end of the program, yeah, other businesses will be funded. Other businesses should be funded, yeah, if they are interested in it. So I can see more questions. You're unable to make this. Taking that question. Okay, I think we do not have. Okay, I can see 2 hands raised now. I'm trying to see what the name is. Costume. I can't see. That's Linda Blee. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing it well, but please, you can speak now. Linda Belly, costume. Okay. You can go ahead, please. Hi, Linda Belly costume. You can ask a question or make your comments now, please. Okay, while I think she's having a network glitch, so while she's trying to sort that out, we can have Lola Famaron. Lola from Famaron. You can unmute yourself and speak now, please.
Hi everyone. Thank you very much for having us. Okay, so I just want to clarify. I think you did say that female team members can attend some of the sessions. So is it possible that it's still along the lines of maybe not being able to be physically present at demo day? So are there going to be any consensus for pre-recorded demos or a key team member doing the demo on behalf of the company, or does it have to be the founders?
Okay, so if I get your question right, for the physical session, you want to know if representatives from the company, apart from the founders, can take part in it, right? Just to confirm. If that's the case, yes, they can for the physical sessions. And then for the demo day, well, it does not necessarily have to be the founders pitching. As long as you're sure that your representative can represent you well, then it's fine. You can have a member of the organization pitch. But about the pre-recorded demo, well, It's not an option for now, but we can work around it if we keep getting requests for that. But like I mentioned, you can just send a representative that is available for the demo. Okay. Linda Belly costume. Please, I would like to pronounce this so that I don't keep mispronouncing it. You can speak now if you're able to.
Okay, can you hear me?
Clearly, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's Linda Belly costume, and the name is Onyinye Okonji. So my name is Onyinye. I was the one that asked about female representation. I wanted to be clear about your answer. So what it means is someone who's, if my team member is in Lagos, say for instance, the person can represent the company giving some sort of identification, right?
Yes, yes,
I can't
sure.
hear you.
Yes.
Yes, so
yes,
I just wanted to. All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
That will be all.
Okay. Thank you so much, Linda Belly. I got it now. Thank you. Okay, let me just see if there are any more questions. If not, we can call it a day here. Thank you so much. We are really excited to have you. It's been very engaging and really interesting session. We've had Fumi, we've had questions, and I know we have different activities set out for the day. So we can actually end the induction ceremony now, and then for Friday's session, which will be virtual, we'll be sending details on the classes and the facilitator to you to prepare you. And like Fumi mentioned, attendance is very, very compulsory. It's essential eventually when we get to choose those that will be pitching. And then participation so that you can get the most out of the program. It's not just being here for being here sake. Thank you so much, everyone. And a Google Form link has been shared in the chat box. It's just that to take note of the businesses that were represented here. Would be publicizing the businesses on our social media platforms and with AfriLabs. Also, please try to fill in the form that is being sent here and the one that was sent on WhatsApp, because we need to put together your logos and publicize it as the businesses partaking in this program. And we also need to send this information to the angel investors and the VC firms we are speaking with, because these are the information they need. So if we don't get your logos and your business details, we may not be able to do this effectively. So please, you can copy the link, fill the survey form that was sent earlier, send in your logos in the survey form, upload it there so that we can share with these various partners that we have on this program. I'll just be giving like 5 minutes for those that would want to copy the link or fill the link, the form, sorry. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I can see all the comments. Thanks, everyone. Thank you. Okay, I can see filled and submitted. we will just hang around to 12:50 to see those that fill this. Like I mentioned, we'll be using this for the investment partners. And please, if you're not doing so already, kindly follow the Next Innovation Technology Park on our social media handles. It was sent to your emails. We will also share it on the WhatsApp platform so that you can get to know about the various initiatives that we have and the various programs that we have under these different initiatives. Okay, I'm still waiting. I can see some comments submitted. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you too.